Welcome back. You're at Jessica's Craft Time, and today we're working on our miniature room. This is our Christmas one, so let's hope to get it done by Christmas time. I'm doing this a little bit differently. I've pre-recorded the video and fast-forwarded it, so hopefully you enjoy a shorter video. I do apologize, I am slightly off screen, but we are working on fixing that. So in here, we're just making a little bowl that's got some apples in it. I use the E6000 glue on this one because we're using metals and bead. Then we're going to construct the fireplace. I've put some PVA glue or just wood glue in a little squeezer bottle, and that's been really good at helping direct the glue into a finer stream. And then I'm just using my tacky glue to glue the wood together and using my Tombow multi-purpose glue for the paper. The reason I use the Tombow is because it's not going to bubble the paper. I really like this fireplace. It's really, really cute. So we're putting the top and the bottom on with just PVA glue because I can set it aside to dry. If I want it to hold a little bit quicker, I'll use the tacky glue, which is what I did on the side. I'm really, really enjoying this fireplace. This kit has lots and lots of little fiddly bits. So right now we're just going to make a heap of stockings. These are used on the fireplace as well as throughout the room. So what I did was I used my double-sided tape and I stuck it on the back of the template for the fabric, and then I rubbed it on my clothing. I stuck it on my clothing a lot to take some of the tackiness away, and then stuck the template to the fabric. In doing this, it means that I can keep the pieces stuck on the template until I need them, so I know what's what. I also find it a lot easier to cut out. Now we're doing the picture frame. This one was stuck onto some cardboard, so it gives them a little bit more stability. It's just a picture frame that we're using for the fireplace today, but the other pictures will be used later down the track in um, different parts of the house. So I scored the back of the photo frame with my picker tool from Stampin' Up, and it's just got a point on it. Now we're making the little Santa hats, and we glued that. And then we're on to the flower pot. I'm just peeling the back off the leaves, and I'm just going to use the tacky glue into the bead and stick them in. I did it inside the container just so I can move it around. Then we're going to create the next pot. This is just a piece of paper or a bit of sort of card wrapped around, and then we use like um, you can see the string towards the top of the screen. That's going to go on it. These are the flowers. We've got little stamens here, so you just need to poke a hole through the flowers and stick the stamen in. It took me a bit to actually be a little bit more forceful with my pick to make sure that I made a big enough hole that the stamens would go through, but we worked it out in the end. So once they were all together, we needed to finish off the pot that's been off drying. I'm finding in this there's a lot of little bits and pieces in this room, and I'm having to go off and do a little bit, let it sit and dry, and come back to it. So that was really cute. Then we put the little leaves in it. I did place them on, but when I end up putting the flowers into it, that the leaves moved around a bit. So they were there. I just had to get some tweezers and sort of fix them up once the flowers went on. And the flowers, I'm just using the tacky glue again, just putting a little bit of glue on the bottom just to sort of stick them together. And it did take a little bit of fiddling to get them how I liked it, but we got there in the end. Now we're doing the lamp. This lamp was a little bit of a challenge. I had to keep bending the wire at the bottom to make sure I had enough surface area that the beads or the base of the lamp didn't fall off. I used the E6000 glue on it, and that was really good, but it wouldn't stand up, so I ended up putting a bulldog clip on it and hanging it off my pegboard next to me until it dried. Now we're doing the lampshade, so we're just covering it. I just used some double-sided tape again and covered it in fabric that gave it the glittery bit. Now the tree, I wish I had have actually ironed the fabric before I started because I had a lot of trouble getting the fabric to stand still. But we got it there, and then we've just got the little dots, and they took a while to sit there. I just used a bit of, I think I used either the PVA or the tack. I think I used a PVA glue for this one. Yeah, I used a PVA glue, and I just put a dot on the back of each one using my tweezers. I'm still not very good with the tweezers. I'm practicing, but we're getting there. It doesn't help that this particular pair of tweezers, although they're fantastic, have got so much glue on the tip of them now half the time it doesn't want to give up. Now I was meant to keep 2 of the yellow dots, but I forgot. Yeah, that's fine. I just cut some more out. Now we're just creating the fireplace, so I'm just using the tacky glue again and popping all the bits and pieces on top. When I'm cutting off fabrics, I always like to make sure I keep all my extra fabrics to the end of the project just in case you need them, which I did end up needing them. I also forgot to cut the sign out. That's okay. We cut the sign out and stuck it on the front, and I reckon the fireplace is so cute. Now we're back to the lamp. I have, in the time that we've gone between the first bit, I've stuck some beads on the side with the E6000 glue, and now I've twisted the top to hold the lampshade, and I struggled and struggled to find out how to put the wire in, but I got there in the end. We unbent the wire, I bent the wire again, I unbent the wire, I bent the wire again. But we got there. We got there in the end. So the lampshade went on, and then I decided to put a little bit of glue in the lampshade to hold it together. And I think that is everything. So we've got the fireplace, the pots. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.